What's up, ugly ass niggas? This your boy J Miles, and I am back with another video. And you know what to do. If you're new, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, leave a like, comment, let me know what you're thinking. But most importantly, make sure you share it with your ugly ass friends. On today's video, we'll be covering Power Book 2 Ghost, and this one right here is titled Dru Goes to Jail for Avenging the Death of Everett. Now, what prompted this particular video is, of course, we've been seeing this image of Dru looking like he's in a jumpsuit coming from jail, and as he's been dragged away by the officers. So maybe he has a confrontation with another inmate inside of the jail cell. He beats them up or something like that, and the officers on patrol breaks it up and dragging Dru, maybe taking him to the hole or wherever they're doing. So, without further ado, let me just go ahead and get into this video. Now, also what's been getting to me is it's still a part up in Dru's synopsis, for the season that hasn't quite all the way added up for me yet, and I've been still wrecking my brain trying to figure out what it is, and I think I finally found it. Now, granted, one of my subscribers also gave me a good point, and I'm gonna go ahead and, as you can see, his synopsis on the screen. One of my subscribers gave me a good view on what they could be particularly talking about, but and he could be right, but I want to also give you guys another theory. But I'm gonna show you the part that we're questioning is the part where it says, after losing two lovers and a father to the world they live in, Dru begins to wonder if there's any true peace waiting for him at the end of this journey. So that is the part that is in question. Now, the subscriber, I can't quite remember. It was in one of the videos. I want to say it was the Dru Tejada's breakdown video, but I didn't go back and review it to see. But anyway, shout out to that subscriber that that gave me this that gave me that insight, that said they believe what they're talking about is that, because the thing that I was saying is that we know who the father is. That's clearly Lorenzo. One of the lovers is Gordo. And I was like, okay, so who's the second one? And I was like, is it possible that he may fall in love with Carter, and Carter gets taken out? But honestly, even I think that one's a little far-fetched, but I just was like, you never know. And no, I'm not saying that Carter and Dru are going to be lovers. It is possible that somebody can fall in love with somebody that ain't in love with them people. Because I know a couple people in the comments were saying he ain't gonna do that. Michael Ealy don't do those kind of roles or something they said. I don't know. But either way, I never implied that Carter was gonna love him back, people. It's been lots of times where, man and woman, where somebody can be in love with somebody and they're not in love with them back. So, but anyways, the part that I think, what the subscriber said is that they believe Everett is the other person that they're talking about, but he lost him because Everett left due to his lifestyle and the drug guy. Now, that does make a whole lot of sense, and that could be what it is, but I'm going to give you guys a different angle. And to be honest, I think this one is a better storyline, and this one is probably what's going to happen. So here it is. So Everett, I believe, real quick, let me go back. As we know, at the end of episode 5, Dru came up with the plan to rob Noma's shipment, right? Because he knew her route, because that was the route he had before he stopped working for her. So him and Monet and a couple of other people, robbed that particular shipment and took the drugs, right? And of course, Noma and Kane is gonna wonder what happened to it, and they're gonna look for answers. Now, of course, they're gonna, since Monet and them got a free shipment, they're gonna sell that for less than what they would sell it for. Similar to like on Snowfall when Franklin robbed Uncle Jerome, and then he was undercutting him by selling for nine a key instead of the normal. I think they were selling it for 10. So he was able to undercut Jerome, and they wasn't able to mess with those prices because Franklin had free drugs. So it was all profit for him. He could easily sell for 9 and not care because he didn't have to pay anything for it. So it's going to be the same thing for Monet and Dru. They can easily undercut Kane and Noma because they don't have to pay for anything. Now, what's going to end up happening is that I think Kane is going to shake the trees on the streets and figure out who it was that did it. And once they find out that Dru and Monet is going to be back in business, they're going to be like, okay, how the heck they get money for work? So how did they get work? And that's when he's going to put 2 and 2 together and be like, okay, so the people who robbed our shipment was them. And I think Kane is going to officially, completely turn his back to his family. Probably. He's going to go completely dark eventually. Because he already told us that Dru and Diana's dead to him, right? So here's the next step. I think it's possible that Everett will return to New York. Maybe it's because, they said he was with OKC, the basketball team. So maybe they will have a game against the Knicks or the Nets or something like that, right? And he's going to be in town. And maybe some kind of way, Dru and Everett are going to have some kind of, encounter, and someone's going to tell Kane about it, and Kane is going to send, in my opinion, I think Kane will send some kind of hitters out to take out Everett. And I'm thinking that it's possible that whoever the hitters that comes out for Everett, they're going to end up taking out Everett, and maybe Dru will be there as well, or maybe Dru will show up late, and he ends up taking out whoever the hitter was, and I think he's gonna go crazy. Like y'all know, folks will really be sleeping on Dru. Like Dru slick a savage too. Like if you pay attention, he has those moments where he spaced out. You know what I'm saying? He does have it. Like let's remember the time when he first beat down Lil Guap when Lil Guap was trying to shoot Zeke up in the knee. That man went out, like he went crazy on bro. Then he did it again to Guap again when he killed Guap. Also when he thought the Russian dude killed Lorenzo, what he did. So Dru has his moments where he can go crazy. And I think he's going to have that, and it's going to be no return after Everett is killed. Now, this may not exactly, no, honestly, yeah, it has to happen next episode. So I say this is going to happen probably next episode, maybe. It has to be, if that's what ends up getting him in jail for killing whoever it was that killed Everett. Now, I could be wrong for this being the reason why he went to Everett, but I do think that Everett, the thing with Everett being killed because of his involvement with the game, I think that's going to happen. So be prepared. Don't be surprised if we see Everett show up again. So, yeah, there you have it. I believe Everett will return for, a very small reunion. And Dru is going to think he's going to have a potential happy life. And then Kane just going to say, nope. Kane going to hit him with that E40 note. and take him out, and it's just gonna make Dru a savage, and he will go to jail. And of course, I think he will get off because Detective Carter is gonna help get him out. But at the same time, they're gonna want answers to who killed another civilian, which was Everett, right? So, I think that there pretty much is what's going to answer our question. That's the other lover. That's why Dru will be in jail. And it's just something else for us to look forward to as far as this next episode while we on this long freaking break that they decide to disrespectfully give us. But anyways, though, for the most part, I think that's all I got for y'all as far as this particular video. So y'all definitely let me know in the comments, could you see Everett being the lover that they're talking about, that he lost, the other one, in death? Or do you think it's what I told you my other subscribers said, that the fact that Everett just left due to his lifestyle, that's the second lover? I do think Everett is that person that they're speaking of, but is it because of, him no longer being in his life anymore? Or is it because Everett has been killed? Y'all let me know in the comments, I'm glad, niggas. But, like usual, if you're cool with me, fool with me, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Leave a like, comment, let me know what you're thinking. But most importantly, make sure you share it with your glad friends. But until the next video, I'm out.